All right, let's turn back to weather where it has been, I'll say, a strange day here in Kern County. Let's just start with the temperatures because definitely didn't see this coming. We had the hottest day of the year in Bakersfield today. The reason for that dust storm that blew in earlier, those strong winds came down from the mountains into the valley. That's almost like a Santa Ana wind, drove our temperature up much higher than expected. 108 is by far the hottest day of the year so far. 105 was the previous mark. Not even close today, 108. And you can see how much hotter we were than the rest of the county because we were right in line for that dust storm and those Santa Ana-like winds. Winds are still a little gusty right now. The good news, they're expected to die down and begin to switch directions as we head over the next couple hours here. So this wind is not going to last. It actually originated from an area of storms and low pressure systems that were, or weak low pressure system, excuse me, that was over 100 miles away, pushed through the desert, over the mountains, and into the valley. A very strange situation, definitely something we won't see again for quite some time here. Into the day tomorrow, back to typical afternoon breezes. Let's shift away from the winds and into the storms. That was going to be the big story as we headed into the day today. Still tracking some storm activity towards southwestern Kern County, although technically most of that is just south of the county line. Actually looking pretty good in the Kern River Valley and our mountain areas right now. We did not see any redevelopment into the afternoon, most likely partially due to that dust storm that moved in. So that's kept our convection down a little bit. However, still have the possibility for some additional storms here. A little bit of storm activity should dry up pretty quickly here as we get into the evening hours tonight. No big concerns, maybe a little tiny bit of rain in northeast Kern. And then again tomorrow, the possibility for some showers and storms to pop up here and there. I really don't expect these to be all that intense. However, the National Weather Service has continued the flood watch. So the flood watch that was in effect primarily due to storm threats earlier in the day today has been allowed to continue through the day on Wednesday. The potential definitely still there for some isolated heavy downpours, although I do think our flooding threat is not terribly high. But that being said, flood watch remains in effect. Let's get into the extended forecast here. Temperature in Bakersfield, a little more normal tomorrow. I've got us at 100 degrees, which is still hot, but nowhere compared to the 108 we had today. 92 in the KRV, 94 over in the desert. Into the extended forecast we go. We'll look at a more detailed breakdown of the day tomorrow. Get to about 91 by lunchtime. That usually puts us on track to about 100 degrees into the afternoon. The triple-digit heat, though, not going to last too long. 99 by Thursday will be pretty close, but look at the weekend. A little more comfortable, 93 and 91, and it actually looks like that cooling trend will continue as we head into early next week too. So a break from the heat here in Kern County. Things are looking a little bit more comfortable and certainly a lot calmer as we head into the extended forecast. So the 7-day forecast for the rest of Kern, still an isolated shower or thunderstorm, definitely possible, especially in the mountains and desert tomorrow. Shouldn't be all that widespread. Even a stray shower on Thursday, not out of the question. By Friday, we're looking dry and again, much cooler into the weekend. Actually, some very comfortable temperatures on the board, highs down into the 70s in our mountain areas.